and welcome back to more Minecraft Desync. Not Society. When we last left off, started exploring this cave because we need to get a lot of iron. A lot. A laughable amount. And that's why we're here. While I certainly have already forgotten where any of the cave is, with enough exploration we will find it. So that is the main goal. I can find my way around here. Oh, there's above. Stuff up there. Fine by me. So we have plenty of cobblestone in this version. So tossing cobble to hold ores is not something I am incapable of doing. In vanilla, that was not fun. Nearly corrupting my world. But it's at least fixable. For now. I would hate to go through almost 2 years for the whole scenario to break down due to instability, because there are YouTubers who have very old worlds. Ethos Lab is one of them that I know, who's literally his single player Let's Play is essentially from beta. I think that's beta 1.8 was the age of his world, so it has a lot of gimmicks to it. Or not gimmicks, but it's got a lot of history, that's for sure. Ah, here we are. This is what I wanted to see. There was nothing. So that gave me a heart attack. Here's what it is. Okay, so it really looks like all the caves have been picked clean. Unfortunate. We got 35 iron from that. That's fine. We'll just move on. I truly don't see any other spots. I'll double check this spot again. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I missed these. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else for us here. Yeah. Oh. Nope. I think that was a coal vein. Okay. I heard it. I hear the stone. Up here, maybe? Technically, it's a different piece of the cave. There might be some secrets to be had. Coal works. We can always use more coal. So, more news from the front lines. the main chemical plant that makes a lot of puberty blockers and phytoestrogens was exploded in Israel. So the pharmaceuticals are not having a good time in being dealt with, or not really dealt with, but the chemical bath that is hormone replacement theory is unlikely to be solved. I think that made sense. Basically, all the transgenders are no longer are not going to be able to get easier access to their preferred drug of choice. It is what it is. Iran has also blasted, I think, Kuwait's desalination plant. I think. I know they hit one of them. I don't recall off the top of my head of who in particular they blasted. I know they blasted somebody. So, I've put this on Twitter a couple of times, but if you really wanted to do permanent damage to the Gulf, you hit their oil, but if you want to cause the humanitarian damage, you hit the saltwater plants, the saltwater desalination. And this is entirely because they're like at least like anywhere between 50 to 90% of the Gulf countries need desalination to keep functioning. Otherwise, they have no drinking water, and good luck. Good luck. I don't care what you think. Dehydration is like 3 days. We'll see how much water they have stockpiled. As much as I don't want to see humanitarian crises, the Gulf countries helped hit Iran. They are fair game. And no amount of strong worded complaints are really going to change that fact on the ground. We got down here more. Hopefully it's a lot more. Ultimately, good on Iran for choosing the most extreme counter-value targets to show that they are very much willing to climb up the escalation ladder. They just need to assert that without saying anything. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to like tell everyone to pull the hell back, but it's showing weakness. It's like, you strike our steel facilities, we'll strike yours. That sounds like cowardice to an irrational actor. And I say irrational because none of this has been rational to anyone. And they, in fact, did get hit. The Iranian steel plants did get hit. And while they didn't hit the steel plants, they did hit the aluminum manufacturing plant, because that'll hurt a little worse. So they are doing the counter battery, but they need to not say anything. They just need to make it hurt. And they also recently just blew up the E3 sentries in several KC-135s. That is a lot of the United States electronic warfare assets that have suddenly been removed from the board very violently. And we have no replacements for those, because those are like finished being built in the 90s, and the last one we built, I think of the E3 sentries, is the last one that was built was in 92. It's been upgraded. We can't make new ones. So with that in mind, that was an extremely valuable counter battery charge, with the Shahed drone being only worth $20,000. They just needed a few to get through and blast those. And a $100 million target is gone. When you take this into consideration with the fact that the Iranian counter-battery strategy has been destroying almost all the radars of the region, and the fuel depots, and the ammunition sites, and the oil refineries themselves, they're quite literally blinding the US to everything in the Gulf, and it's working. I'm truly awaiting US nuclear strikes as the next stage of the escalation, because this is in the way of escalating this absolute disaster. Come on. Yeah, war's not going well for the United States. I live here and I'm very happy for that. Burn this place to the ground. Nothing will be lost. Let's see. Oh yeah, this looks promising. This looks promising. Quickly. Want to make any region safe. That's the war. The war is not going well, and I am fine with us losing. Very fine. We whacked a religious head and the head of state. I'm not sure what we thought was going to happen. Clearly we didn't think this because we were promised a 3-day war. 3 days. In a month. Remember 4 years ago when we were mocking a 2-week special military operation of Russia? Good times. Getting a lot of iron on this floor. I'm very happy to see. Very happy to see. Getting the coal first, but it's at least 12 on the ground. As much as I want to go get down into a big cave with diamonds, there's nothing wrong with surface scavenging. Because that's what we're doing. We really are just surface scavenging. And it works, mostly. Open this, Sure. Don't need dirt. I don't know if I'll come out here, but on the off chance I do, I think it would be absolutely hilarious to drag some grass into this cave. There we go. Something might happen. It might grow in here. It probably won't. But if it does, that's easier pork on the way out. Even though we don't really use it. Bread is still a very, very much superior entity. Left, right, center. I want to make sure I get the ore before I leave it behind. Listening now. A little nervous. Don't want to be blown to bits. Any more? We've looped. So we can now go down other paths. Towards glory. Or not really glory, but towards industry, at least. And maybe I start thinking about a more permanent station at spawn. Maybe. Because while we are going to have to go back to the Dwarven dungeons, I would like to get... Hello. Not going to say no to free food. Where is I going? I don't remember. Brain gulper. Oh, station. making a spawn station because we're no longer limited to the like half axis that we kind of put ourselves upon. We can go way further. Oh, we're at the surface. Get me the fuck back underground. How did I miss that? It was just that dark. Well. In any case, hope you all enjoyed watching, and we will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desync. Not Sticky Side Edition. Bye-bye!